Survival is 90% preparation. And when we're talking about things like emergency conditioning, this is sort of part of the mental preparation that you can go through. So God forbid you find yourself in a shopping mall and you start hearing gunshots, you will vastly improve your chance of surviving that scenario.
The electrical system really is sort of the lifeblood of all of the national infrastructures that we have, everything from emergency services to banking, and you can go on down the list: water purification, food distribution, harvesting. If you take out electrical power across a wide swath of the United States, it would reach into all of those infrastructures, and that in turn would have very serious catastrophic effects on the citizens in those areas. So it really is a domino type thing where the catalyst is the taking out of the electrical power.
Right. And
your pantry is filled with dry goods, with canned goods. Like, you're ready. You could live inside your home without any outside resources for a year. Congratulations. Now a tornado comes, a flood comes, social chaos comes to your area. Now your plan A is no longer safe. If all you did was plan for sheltering in place, but you didn't plan for an evacuation, then you're going to be in a world of hurt.
A lot of health plans will allow you to come a little bit early each month to fill your prescription, so I would always tell people to check their health plan, find out what the first day is that they could possibly refill their prescriptions.
The pharmacist will be able to tell you
the
this.
Pharmacist will tell you, okay.
When you pick up your prescription, say, Mr. Pharmacist or Mrs. Pharmacist, what is the first day I can come back and refill this? It is never going to be when you've run out of that last pill. It won't be at 28 days or 30 days. It's going to be earlier. Now, again, depending on your insurance plan, it might be 4 days early, 5 days early, maybe even a week early. But make sure that you arrive at the pharmacy on the first date that you can refill your prescription. Because now, all those days that you came early, those are extra pills
that you can store.
Going back to the black birch file it mentioned, the methyl salicylate is a low-dose aspirin, and as she said, so the tea, if you have it regularly, reduces your risk of heart attacks without the side effects that some people get from aspirin, which is internal bleeding. And
in tracking, we have what we refer to as ground sign and aerial sign, and what I refer to as intangible sign. And ground sign is what most people think of when they think of tracking, which is, you got some sort of imprint on the ground, and you look at it and you determine, direction of travel. You determine, if you have the ability, what sort of things that you can gather from it, such as, are they carrying packs? Are they running? Are they walking slow? Are they injured? Do they have weapons? How many of them are there? Something of that nature. That's some of the things that we try to discern from, reading sign on the ground. And that sign includes a lot of stuff other than just a track. If you look at man tracking, for example, if you do a Google search on man tracking,
all these prepackaged meals that we buy are loaded with sodium. And let me ask you this. In a situation where water is at a premium and so important, why would you want to load your body up with unnecessary sodium? Right. And a lot of these prepackaged meals don't provide us with
what your family's needs are, your circumstances, all the way down the line. And so only you can really do that, providing for them. But what I mentioned earlier, the need to actually go through drills and practices and hands-on things, you want to do that with these special family members.
And one of the things that I discovered very early on, because by the way, we had looters in our neighborhood in Country Walk after Hurricane Andrew within 30 minutes of the storm passing through. I tell people that, and they look at me, nah, come on, Richard, really? 30 minutes. There were looters already going into homes and stealing and taking the things that they wanted to take. They weren't there to help anybody. They weren't, and trust me, I wasn't going to stop